always have the rents as low as you like. Look at the unit and then say a number you would pay, because that's the number you're gonna get if you're good at it. Like dreaming for high numbers is dangerous. That's like literally thinking the stripper likes you.
S with $25. I'm considering buying land in North Carolina/Tennessee and purchasing a prefab modular home with a loan with the intent to either rent or sell the property after a year. What is your opinion, and how much would you recommend having in cash?
Well, it's not what unfortunately, what you're asking for is a very expensive thing. Thank you for asking. It's a complex question. Your question is the reason why I'm going to build a house. I truly believe. I just want to show you. So when you buy buy land and build a house, that would be all cash. I would have to assume that you have $225,000, unless the land that you want is 20 grand. I'm gonna call it 50. I'm gonna call it 50 grand for the land you want, but that would bring it 225 to 180. Meaning the structure you're gonna build or the tiny home you're gonna build is gonna run you 30 or 40 for the small structure, 10 for the water, electricity on the cheapest end, 35 if you're on the thing and the is going into a legal system. So that being said, the water, the electricity, and the sewer, whatever way you want to bring them in, is 35 grand at least, unless you use a compost toilet, but that's still 2 grand. Electrical line's gonna have to be there. That's gonna be a little bit of a hassle. All cash.
Tall order
is what I'm trying to get at. I'm not trying to be dismissive, but if you bought the land for 20 grand, you want to be in this thing, you're gonna need all of it in cash. A bank won't touch this. A bank will not give you a loan. The only thing that a bank would give you is a secured loan or a collateralized loan of some sort. They'd give you on like a home equity line. But as far as like walking into a bank, be like, hi, Mr. Banker, I'm here. I have $20,000, but I need a loan for $120,000. They'd tell you to go fuck yourself. So that, especially right now. That being said, I think the whole thing end to end, the structure, depending on how big you're going to build it, can be built for 20 to 35 grand. Depending on how big you want to go. I'm talking a very small 12 by 20 structure with siding and a real roof and a water tank and a little bathroom and a converter, built-in seats, a little heating source, something cool on the inside, a deck, chairs, etc., electricity. I've done it before. You can check it out. tiny_black_ cabin on Instagram. My wife and I built one. It's not hard. Just all cash burn. Renting it out, sure. You might want to check if the market's saturated or underserviced. That's what you want. Saturated or underserviced, one or the other, or it'll help you. And you can do it. It's not that easy, man. It's a lot of cash. And if you had like 80 or 90 or 200,000 in cash, I'm sure you can find better things to spend it on, a better way to economically or economize the money. And I'm here to help. But anyway, deals are coming through. Honestly, what I'm seeing is, sorry for the delay, deals are getting better and better. I think what it is people see the writing on the wall. I mean, Bitcoin jumped up to almost 46 grand.
Yep. The
ETF's going to launch. That's attractive. I have someone cool coming on. I don't want to get too much into it, like next week, maybe this week, maybe Thursday. More private money and has really good analytics. I've been going back and forth. The stuff he's saying is cool. I'll introduce at a time, but the conversation will be very good. But basically, international money's not here in the commercial end, and I think people who own property now, if you have something, now is the time to sell before it's sliding down a cliff. I think the writing's on the wall. I like how reactionary that Rhode Island is to that. Around here, we're like cynically pragmatic. We're like, well, fuck it, it's gonna go down in the toilet. Better get rid of it now. So that's kind of the sentiment we're getting.
Yeah.
Which is good, bad for some people who are holding long term. Good for you're not gonna have those dream numbers, but who gives a fuck?
Very cynical over here.
Yeah. So, but we were reactive. So, like, we're getting rid of the stuff like all those. Oh, my auntie left me a restaurant building I haven't had for 20 years. Like, that's hitting the market.
Yeah.
So, like, the property's gonna hit the market. That's gonna flush out some shit. That's kind of exciting. Restaurants are selling. Bars are selling. Like, things like that are kind of cool. Things that what Providence did specifically is it sort of like expanded and contracted too quickly, and then the people that shouldn't have had restaurants or businesses that were kind of just there because it was so busy, you could like, it was like fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
Some things were inorganically popular.
Yeah. So
then the market sort of sheds those things, and I think some stuff comes up for sale, freeing up. Some things good, some things bad, and I think I don't know. I think it's just going to be interesting. So keep your eyes on your town.
Speaking of Providence, I was talking to my aunt about this. The high rises, the apartments in by the water fire area.
Yeah.
Like those like Jackie's
The
water place, like that.
Yep.
The big
water place.
Are those full? Who's living?
Those
in
are full, but last time, so that
Who lives in there?
it's those individual condos.
Like, yeah.
Oh, what type of person?
Yeah.
Lawyers, doctors, young lawyers,
Right.
young doctors, people with good money, family money, out of state people who went to Brown, who now work here, teachers, resident doctors, like nurse anesthetists, athletes, some of the Patriots, like practice team Patriots,
Yeah.
practice team Celtics. But that building went out of business. That building, specifically Water Place, a friend of mine could have bought 10 of them for $2.5 million in like 2008. Now they're all like $500,000-600,000.
Yeah.
It would have been a knock home.
Yeah.
But like no one really wanted to lay the money into like a dying new building.
Yeah.
But everybody who did made a lot of money.
Yeah.
I didn't have two nickels to rub together, but it was like
I was
an
always
offer.
curious because I was like, how many doctors and lawyers are in? I don't
A
know.
lot.
I guess so.
There's like three. I say there's 3 hospitals in Providence. There's probably 77 hospitals in Providence.
Yeah.
Walk-in clinics and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's just nuts.
I mentioned that because my aunt owns like a 3-story armory.
High
district.
rise.
No, the armory.
She owns
district.
like the whole side of the Providence.
Like the Dexter Park, between Dexter Park and like right near the Hell's Angels, like on
Yeah, over
Messer.
there. Yeah, west. Yeah, on Messer.
Yeah,
Oh, she
off
owns a
of Messer.
3-family on Messer.
Yeah, but for 25 years
Yeah.
she's owned it. But like the house next door, like the building next door, one floor is they're charging $2,400.
Oh no, a 3-family in the West End is worth like $750,000 right now.
Yeah,
maybe $1 million.
I drove around there. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I know the rent. That's gonna cease. That's based on that like 2000s rent. I'm just gonna increase the rent matrix. Never, if you're ever looking at a multifamily for pragmatic reasons, always have the rents as low as you like. Look at the f***ing unit and then say a number you would pay, because that's the number you're gonna get if you're good at it. Like dreaming for high numbers is dangerous. That's like literally thinking the stripper likes you.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. She likes me, dude. No, I know what you're saying. She says that to everybody. No, she likes me.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
no, she doesn't, dude. Like,
Yeah.
she has the same sign as me.
She
loves money, like me.
She loves nachos.
Yeah, she told me.
Her favorite food was nachos and favorite color is green.
That's kind of embarrassing. She wouldn't admit that because nachos give you bad breath.
Started looking in this area. Good time to buy or sit tight. Love you, Nick.
Hey, love you too,
Yeah,
buddy.
we were just over here.
We're just over in San Antonio. I liked San Antonio a lot. He likes this house. Good time to buy.
He likes this area. Is it
Yeah.
a good time to buy?
I think Dallas is about to be the next Florida. I really do, based on what I'm hearing. I think UAE is the hottest in the world. I think like that the line and all these like buildings in Dubai and Qatar and all that is going to be like worldwide money is going to sort of go over there, but domestically I think people are going to move into Dallas, and I think San Antonio might have a little uptick. I think Texas in general is just becoming like super attractive to everybody. I don't think it's necessarily going away. I think Dallas is going to eat market share from Florida as far as large money. I will talk to someone about it to sort of like sure that up, but I don't think the Adelson's buying. I don't think Mark Cuban's selling the part of the Mavericks to like quintuple his development abilities.
Yeah.
In Dallas, which I know is like a banker city that's like low key been doing very good.
Oh yeah.
As of late, there's a lot of money there, and I don't think that's a fake thing. So I don't think Texas is something like, oh, it's going on. I know a lot of people move to Austin and shit, but people like Waco, and there's a lot of shit going on there.
San Antonio, you're an hour away from Austin if you know.
Yeah, and they're all relatively close. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
again, Texas is not like totally my bag, but as far as visiting goes, it's more my speed than a lot of other places, and it's not that far from me. But I don't like Las Vegas. I'm not a gambler, but I do like barbecue.
I would be totally fine never going back.
Yeah, cool. Las Vegas slot machine land. I get to touch a flat screen. Yay!
Yay!
I can touch a flat screen for all my money.
Sold last August. House identical to ours, but no pool. Want to convince dad to sell while hot. Mom passed away last year. Was hoarder. Lots of neglect. Probably 20 to 60K to fix. Better to take cash offer $410K pre-inspection versus fixing it.
Oh, 401k buyer? Yeah, your 401k buyers won't. If the house is really rough, like you have to ask yourself this.
He said 410, not 401k.
Oh, 400.
Like 410K.
Oh.
Should we
Take a $410,000 offer. This one sold for $500,000 done. Yeah, no, don't do the work. If you're in like, it'll never stop. Clean it. Spend a weekend. Get everything out of it. Paint if you can. If you can decently paint, if you can kilts, dude, 2 coats of kilts will make you $5,000 to $10,000 if you can spare it neatly. It's worth a weekend of like douching the place, and severely cleaning it. Just clean it as good as you can, but don't start fixing things. If things are broken, take them away. Not like items, but if the stove looks like a cat shit all over the top of it, go get a free stove on Craigslist and stuff it in the hole. If the fridge smells like a dog's dick, rent a dumpster, throw it in it. Just get the crummy, disgusting things out of the house via a dumpster. Clean it with bleach, and if you can spare a coat of paint, you'll make yourself a little bit more money, and I would do it, but don't get into like repairing and fixing things. Don't start. If there's windows that are broken, maybe take the windows out and clean them, but clean inside. Like just douche the place. Clean inside the window sashes. Take the windows out. Clean on top of the cabinets. Pull the appliances away. Vacuum. Rent a dumpster. Declutter the place. That's worth your time. Yeah. Under $1,000 is worth your time. Yeah. More than that, nah.
GF Haver with $25. My family of 4 moved into a cool 20s colonial 3 years ago. Owners seemed to neglect maintenance, and now we're paying for it. Feels like every time I fix something, 2 more things break. How do I strategize / get on top of it?
Draw it out all the way. Like draw like all your mechanical and start to identify your entire project, and then like your mechanical, so your heating, your air conditioning, your plumbing, your electrical. Is your panel up to snuff? Your air conditioning, your your insulation. Are any rooms freezing? Your registers, whatever it may be. Your appliances and whatnot. Take inventory of your entire house. How's your siding? How's your roof? How's your gutters? Start to take inventory of those and be like, where the f am I at with this house? Give it a grade like a video game system. Like, what am I looking at? How far away from this thing is from it being nice? How much money is it going to cost for it to be nice? Right? So like, if you look at the money and you look at the value of the house and you're like, fuck this, I'm so far away, and you got to start changing your plan a little bit. You know what I mean? It's okay, but you got to like be real. What can you get through the next? What can you fix yourself? What can you do? What can you contract out? That's the question I'd be asking myself. That's what you're supposed to do before you buy it, but